an assessment. They went up to him. They saw what was going on. They started taking care of what needed to be taken care of. And he had a lot of injuries. So, a couple. I think I figured out who that live on the other stuff is. All right. So to kind of show you guys this, because I'm going to need that. No, not that one, not that. That one. To kind of show you what patient assessment looks like, that's what it looks like. Kind of convoluted, really confusing. If you like algorithms, okay, that's great. The problem is that a lot of people can't remember that. And so I told you guys that, oh yeah, there's one more slide. I think you got that. I told you guys in the email, I sent you 2 handouts. Now, one of them, it's a single page, it's a blue sheet. That's the way one of my colleagues does assessment. He talks about in the primary assessment, what's going to kill the patient first. That's what you take care of. We still got to remember the overall picture. And so the way he does it is good. And I know there's a video to it, and I actually got to find that video where he talks about it. And I'll find it and I'll send it out to you guys if I can. If not, we'll watch it when we get a chance. But the way I teach it, like I said earlier, I teach patient assessment kind of to the test, to the skill sheet. It's learning the process, and it's really easy to do. Now, the reason I used to do pies and I switched to donuts because donuts are cheaper, but it's kind of the same concept. But a little story as to why I started using pies. When I came up with this method of teaching assessment, I was working in a small mountain community. I was doing an EMT class up there in San Diego County. And that community was known for their apple pies. So I'm like, okay, perfect. So patient assessment, we can break it down into 4 slices. Something manageable. Because the brain is a funny thing. Large numbers, our mind has a hard time memorizing. Really, we could only memorize like 4 numbers or 5 numbers at a time. But if you break it down, it makes it a lot easier. And so that's what I do. Now, to kind of help make it a little bit more manageable, think about this. How do you eat an elephant?
What was your question?
How do you eat an elephant?
In small bites.
1 bite at a time. Good, Ray. Yep, 1 bite at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles
Begins with a single step.
Begins with that first step. See, so it's manageable. So that's where I use the pie concept. It used to be 5 slices, but they narrowed it down to 4, which is what it was when I first or when I did EMT school, and then they went up to 5, and then several years ago they went down to 4 again. So they always do that. Old becomes new again. All right. So that's the way I do it. And those 4 slices actually, we'll give them names. And we'll call the first slice our scene size up. Okay. Now, if you haven't printed out the other handout I gave you, it's an outline. And I teach it according to that outline. But it's going to come alive. Okay. I will explain it. I'll walk you through assessment. So you notice as they came out off the ambulance, they're able to see, right? They can see what's going on. What I want you to remember about the scene size up is this, and this is very important. The purpose of the scene size up is to make sure it's safe to get out of your vehicle, number 1, and number 2, that it's safe to approach your patient. All right? Understand, remember that. The purpose of the scene size up is to make sure that it's safe for you to get out of your vehicle, and then that it's safe to approach your patient. And the way we do that scene size up is we could use an acronym to help us remember. And that acronym is PENMAN. PENMAN. And it's right in front of you what it stands for. PPE, environment, number of patients, mechanism of injury or nature of illness, additional resources, and need for extrication / C-spine. This is what you're checking for in your scene size up. I actually borrowed this from BTLS. It's a separate class that they do. And I thought, you know what? That's actually pretty good. And then, and I told you in the email, also reference your patient assessment skill sheets. If you haven't already, the skill sheets are in my Brady lab. And when I looked at it, it's like, oh, dang, there it is. So PPE is your body substance isolation precautions, your gloves. Environment, that's your scene safety. Is there anything around that can harm you? A pit bull, somebody with a gun, smoke, fog, gas, down power lines, wildland fire, crazy girlfriend, crazy ex-girlfriend. I saw you nod your head there, or yeah, nod your head there, Miss Paula. Are you that crazy ex-girlfriend?
Never.
Number of patients. You want to see how many patients you have. Because if you have a lot, then you're going to have to go to additional resources and get some more ambulances. Is it just the one? Okay, I can manage that. But we want to see how many patients we have. That's done pretty quickly. You want to look at your mechanism of injury or your nature of illness. Mechanism of injury is what caused the trauma. It's a trauma call. Was it a fall, automobile accident, crazy ex-girlfriend again, or even the crazy girlfriend, crazy wife that my brother has? Just kidding. Although she stabbed him. Nature of illness. Why are they sick? COVID, tired of work, allergic to work. Now, for the additional resources, we need to think about, other than more ambulances, what else might we need? Do you need fire? Do you need a rescue vehicle? Like a heavy rescue? Do you need the ladder, the quint, the whatever? Do you need El Paso Electric? Do you need the gas company? Do you need law enforcement? Do you need a helicopter? Do you need a PIO? Damn PIOs. Vanessa's ignoring me. So what other resources do you need at scene? And then the need for extrication is actually from BTLS, but do you need to extricate the patient out of the vehicle? In your skill sheet, it says consider spinal precautions or consider C-spine precautions. Same thing. And so that's why that's in there. That's why it's the slash. But still, is there something there that requires us to put the patient in spinal precautions? And we'll learn more about that later. Okay. So again, with your scene size up, we're trying to determine whether it's safe for us to get out of our vehicle, and then if it's safe to approach the patient. And we utilize the acronym PENMAN. Stands for PPE, environment, number of patients, mechanism, range, or nature of illness, additional resources, and need for extrication / C-spine. Okay? So let's take a look at this a little bit more. Now, I don't want you to think of you as you. And I don't want to hear any negative comments. But what I want you to do is put yourself in that EMT's position. You're her. Okay, you're her. You're not you. Is this scene safe for you to enter?
I'd say no.
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 Why?
Could be a bar fight.
Yeah.
Why a bar?
Because there's a guy sitting on the
It
bar.
looks like a bar. The pool
It looks like a
table.
pool table.
Yeah, pool table, bar stools.
Well, guys sit around strip clubs too.
There's
There ain't no strippers with that much light on. There's no
It's too
glitter
bright.
on the
Or the
stairs.
windows.
She's not wearing a mask. Well, this is pre-COVID.
Nobody has glitter.
Nobody has glitter. True. Or so they say. I don't know. All right. A mask. Yeah, nowadays you do need a mask. What else? So we looked at the establishment. It appears to be a beverage station, we'll call it. Besides, they have to close by 9, so yeah, that's why there's a lot of light. It's during the day. What else? Anything else that
Nobody's helping.
yeah,
Huh?
it looks like
Suspicious that they're just all sitting there staring at them.
what's wrong with that?
It's weird that nobody's helping him.
Okay,
Where's her partner?
yeah, I was gonna say no partner.
that's besides the point. In this example, it's irrelevant. But you're right. Where's the partner? But she could be on a sprint car by herself. So you guys mentioned the bystanders. You said the Grizzly Adams looking dude?
Yeah,
Doesn't he
good
look
beard.
like,
It's a good beard.
that's what I said. Grizzly Adams looking dude.
He's looking at him like he deserved it.
Like what?
Like he deserves to be down there. Like that's what you get.
Exactly. That's exactly what I say. It's like it serves you right, you little you know what? There's kids around, so I gotta watch my language.
But the EMT's not looking at his face though.
Okay.
I don't know, Lou. If he was suspicious, he'd probably still just be drinking his beer and acting like he saw nothing.
But no. Maybe, maybe not. But here's what I know for a fact. People are nosy. I'm sure you've seen it on accidents on the freeway. People are rubbernecking, they slow down just to see what's going on. I get mad at people that slow down. It's like, come on, people, it's just another accident. It's more stupid people getting in a crash. Because I've been to plenty of car accidents. Here's my example of people being nosy. Had a call. It was at a place. It was a I'll just say it was at the Wild Animal Park. Used to work at the Wild Animal Park in San Diego. Actually, this place is in Escondido. And we had a patient, and he, I forget if it was a seizure or whatever it was. And here comes this old man, and he literally stands right next to the dude and kind of hunches down and is looking at the guy. And I'm thinking, oh, it's probably the father-in-law or something, right? Or the dad. So I asked him, sir. Now, at the time I was a captain, so I stood back. And I asked him, sir, can I help you? He's like, no, I'm just looking. And he's literally like this to the guy, right? This close to the guy. And he's looking him up and down. And it was like, what the flock? You know, no respect for privacy, no respect for anything. Just pinche metite or metiche. So, yeah, people are nosy and they're not that nosy. I mean, they're looking, but I agree with Paula. It's like, that's what you get. So, now there's something else that worries me too. Now, what I'm trying to get across to you guys is don't become myopic. Don't get tunnel vision. Myopic means nearsighted. Don't get that tunnel vision where you don't see other things around you. Look at the big picture. Is there anything else here that bugs you or that concerns you?
Why is he just in the middle of the floor?
That's where he got knocked out. But that doesn't worry me.
What, the guy in the red not looking?
No. It's probably in between drinks.
No police?
What?
No police?
Nope.
I don't know, Lou. What? He fell and hit his head?
Nope.
What was the question, Lou?
Do you guys see something that should worry you?
Who's paying his bar tab?
You ain't paying his bar tab. Nope, that's not it.
The other guy looking at him?
Nope.
There's no manager or anybody
Nope.
trying to explain the situation.
Nope.
The glass?
That's not gonna worry me.
The glass window?
Nope. Hey Ray, as a cop, what do you always want to be looking at?
Any weapons?
Okay. Do you see any? Yep, Ray got it. His hands. Where's his left hand? Is he hiding anything? Or is he waiting for somebody to approach him so he can cold block him? Huh?
Grab some.
What was that?
Looked like he was finna grab some.
Yep, he could grab you or hit you, or maybe he has something there on his belt that he could use against you. So, good. So that's what I mean about the big picture. Look at the whole thing. And it's just the position of his hand that worries me. So I personally would probably come around him over his head and be able to see what's by his hand. 'Cause I could already see the right side. I just can't see the left. All right. Scene safety, hazmat. Did I show you guys the video of the cop? I didn't? I thought I did. I'll show it to you later. Hazmat incidents can be very, very dangerous. This is propane. So Gabe, what's the bad thing about propane other than it goes frickin' boom? It makes you change your shorts.
If it doesn't go kaboom and it knocks you out.
Okay. But it's out in the open, so why am I worried?
It
Can we
still
take away his red helmet, Vanessa?
It can still nah, I don't have one. Joke's on you.
Okay. Well, then make sure he doesn't get his. What about you, Julio? You have your red helmet.
Yes, sir. Let's see.
Never mind that I used to teach hazmat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's see that hazmat cert come in.
Because it's a chemical?
What about the chemical?
It can go in the air?
That what?
It can go in the air?
Check it out, Gabe. Hazmat cert. Hazmat IC cert. Hazmat instructor cert.
I can't see the dates or the names. Let me see.
Luis Ortiz.
California or Texas?
Luis M. Ortiz. Southern California, so?
That doesn't count in Texas. Sorry.
Yeah, it does. So, next time you're in here, take a look at my cert book. Anyway. No, the thing about propane is it's heavier than air, so it doesn't go up and out. It actually settles low to the ground. So it's looking for an ignition source. Right, Julio?
Yes, sir.
For that big tank right there, that would be an issue. A lot of propane. And if you've never heard a propane tank vent, it sounds like a jet engine, like a jet getting ready to take off. And then when it explodes, the caps at the ends explode. They blow out.
It's pressurized.
Yep, because it's pressurized. And the weakest part is the welding seams.
The welds.
Yep. And I was at a fire where a propane tank close to us started venting, and it's spewing fire until it finally blew. And it scared the living daylights out of me. All right, what about this situation? You're not the cop. And Ray, you're not the cop right now. You're the EMT. Is this a safe scene to be in?
No.
I can tell you from an
No.
EMS perspective, it's much funner. It's much funner to deal with gunshot wounds. No, our job is not to get involved with situations. Now, my official stance is don't get involved. My unofficial stance is if a cop's in trouble, we're going to help him. Okay. But in this situation, the cops get paid to deal with this kind of stuff. Now, what you got to remember here, and I'm speaking scientifically, okay? I don't want anybody telling me otherwise. What are humans considered when we talk about biology?
Mammals.
And mammals are, keep going.
Animals.
Animals. Humans are considered animals. And what do animals do when they're cornered or feel threatened?
They leash out.
They lash out. They lash out. So is it possible that he's going to lash out? Yep.
Yep.
So
Yes.
this is what makes that situation worse. And Ray could talk about this. You got the two cops right there, but look at her. Look at her stance. I mean, the guy's kind of ready on the left, but her stance, oh, she's ready to throw down. So if you're the person in the middle, you got both those cops and you got her looking like that. Is that going to make you maybe irritate you a little bit more? Yeah. So watch out for scenes like this. Again, big picture. Mechanism of injury deals with trauma patients. So what do you think might have caused whatever injury he has? We can't really see from this distance, but what do you think might have caused his injury?
Power tools.
Okay. What power tools?
A nail gun.
Okay, I don't see the nail gun, but okay.
The saw.
To that cord,
That's a saw.
you know that.
Okay, so
That
maybe
or
the saw caused it.
Came down the ladder wrong.
Okay, maybe he came down the ladder wrong, or did he fall off the ladder?
While using the
Maybe.
saw.
Okay. We already dealt with the saw. Maybe the saw caused it. Maybe the ladder caused it. He fell or something. What else? Well, how about the electrical cord?
I tripped over it.
Yep. What about the lip of the concrete? How many of you have ever tripped over something?
Twisted his ankle on it.
Mm-hmm. Now, and we'll talk more about this when we get to trauma, but right now I'm introducing it to you. So, in automobile accidents, we think about a collision, right? Car crashed against another car. But there's actually more to it than that. There's actually 3 separate collisions that occur. You got the auto into an object, you have the body onto the car, and then you have your internal organs against your body. Let me show you. So, I've never seen a Mercedes follow the speed limit. This is an old school Mercedes. And I've never seen Mercedes follow the speed limit. But anyway, let's say the Mercedes doing 60 on a 30. And it's driving along, minding its own business, and damn those trees. Don't you just hate it when they jump out in front of you? And so this tree jumps out in front of this Mercedes. And so, bam. So the car's doing 60 miles an hour, right? Well, not no more. So it went from 60 to 0 and nothing flat. However, who was in the car? The person, right? And how fast was the person going?
60 miles an hour.
60 miles an hour. But guess what? Now they're coming to a 0. So they're going to go and hit. So there's that second collision, the body against the car. But we're not done yet. Your body was going 60, so what else was going 60?
Your organs.
Your internal organs. So your body came to a complete stop, but there go your organs. Again. You could have sheared blood vessels like the aorta. You could have a ruptured lung. Do you remember, or maybe it happened to you, because older brothers are mean, and they would take a paper bag and sneak up behind you and pop that bag behind you and scare you? That ever happened to any of you? Yeah. Not that I ever did that to my younger sisters. But, so what was that paper bag filled with?
Air.
There.
Air, right? Well, aren't your lungs filled with air? Yeah. And then they just get collapsed, squished. So that's how we can get a ruptured lung. We pop it like a balloon or like a paper bag. And you know what they call that kind of injury? Do you remember, Steve?
That's not, is that that's not Coos counter Coos, right?
No. That's your head.
Yeah, that's the brain. It's been a long time ago.
It's real simple. It's called the paper bag injury. Called the paper bag injury. So, so yeah, ruptured lung because of the compression of the lung. All right, nature of illness. I wonder if she's sick. Are there clues here to tell us that she might be sick?
The Kleenex.
Okay.
Glass of water, the heating pad.
What heating pad?
There's a dial on her headboard for electric blanket.
I was hoping you wouldn't say anything. I was hoping to see if one of the young guns in class could
Oh,
recognize.
sorry.
That's showing you how old we are, or showing them how old we are. Yeah, that thing at the head of the bed on the headboard. That's a control head for a electric blanket. They don't make them much anymore, do they?
I don't think so.
Make them for
They
babies.
still make them.
Thank you for making me feel better.
We have them in Utah. They're magical when it's cold.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I had one. But yeah, so the clues are there. She looks like she just doesn't want to work, or she's waiting for the hubby to go to work and then he's gone. Just kidding.
She's
Party
hungover.
time. Huh?
She's hungover.
That could be it. She does have that red appearance to her face. A little glass of wine here, a little glass of wine there. Next thing you know, she's sloshed. All right. So, what's the purpose of the scene size up?
To make sure it's
Safety.
safe.
To do what?
To get out of your vehicle.
And approach the patient.
There you go. Is it safe for you to get out of your vehicle, and is it safe to approach the patient? All right. And how are we going to do the scene size up?
Penman.
PANMAN, okay, what it stands for?
PPE, environment, number of patients, mechanism of injury, additional resources, need for extraction.
Extrication. Slash.
Spinal precautions.
Spinal precautions.
Precautions or C-spine, same thing. All right, good. All right, so that's the first slice. How was it? Pretty yummy? Well, good. So if you can remember the scene size up, safe for you to get out of your vehicle, safe to approach the patient, utilize PENMAN. PP, environment, number of patients, mechanism of injury or nature of illness, additional resources, need for extrication / C-spine. You're good, okay? When you're doing a scenario, when you're doing it in real life, the scene side or the scene safety, just kind of look in and just kind of look around. You don't have to verbalize it, just look. As we showed you that picture of the bar, you know, where is his hand? Something doesn't seem right. You want to look for any weapons, anything there that can harm you, okay? Our instinct is go in and help somebody, but we have to remember to take care of ourselves. I really believe, and this makes me sound not modest, but I really believe that what we do is a very honorable thing. It's a very selfless thing. However, there is a time that we need to be selfish. You know, just looking at you guys right now and knowing some of you, you guys have somebody to go home to. We want to be able to do that at the end of the day. And so what takes priority is our safety. And I might have mentioned that when we did chapter 2. We really got to take care of ourselves. We've got to make sure we don't get exposed, we don't get injured or killed or anything. So we really got to think about scene safety. All right. So it's time to start the second slice, but I have 7:53, so I'd rather not start and have to stop because I hate doing that. So we'll take a break right now. How about we come back at 8:10? Sound good? All right. If I'm not back at 8:10, don't leave. I'm just running to 7-Eleven real quick. All right. I'll see you guys in a bit. Don't go anywhere, Mr. Arturo.